inevitable. Spirit undefeated in Katowice so far. They have only dropped one map. They dealt with FaZe 2-0 in the group stage, and they're looking to keep that spotless record against the international beasts as Rain hasn't tasted a kill now for 14 rounds straight.
That's alarming. He did land one to the head. A Goosh connects. Donk and Zontix walking wonky. MC and Rushley are observers for this map.
We have a different pace to this one. FaZe yet to play on Overpass here in Katowice.
We've spotted the bomb. Spotted majority of the FaZe squad.
Can execute here through long. Smoke's available. Molly's flashes. Down a player. Chopper towards B has a flash ready. You can see him looking up from the graffiti position to support his teammates who have completely given up long. FaZe should be in.
Oh, he's missed his chance there, Shiro. Yeah, punished. Down low. Still though, Donk, a perpetual problem. Finding the headshot onto Frozen is now Brokey's turn to fall. And it's clean. It's as easy as that.
I said they should be in. They're out as quick as you like. Opening kill goes against Rain. They get the space they're looking for. They execute, but, well, executing was Spirit. Destruction, no plant again means the easiest of second rounds about to come up. And this one is definitely losing its appeal with Spirit raw. And the Donk show, if this is the proving ground, if there were any more questions, what else does he have to do? Well, they have Force Ball. Without the second round planned, it's going to be Tech-9s aplenty, P250 for Brokey.
FaZe, the real test. Second round, jiggle out, Magic's baited in, Molly on 12. It's chaotic, but it's kept level.
Carrigan worming for a little bit of space right now. You can see him on the X-ray now. In eyes, has taken a lot of room towards bathroom. He's calling the team back, and with that util that we've highlighted, they could go for a smoke flash execute. It is just Shiro on the site for now. Jump spotting, looking for any information he can find.
That HE could do wonders. As the util comes in, Shiro throws it out. And now Carrigan, the supporting flash. It will go down. It's Zontix that activates with a nice double on the SMG. Oh, wow, what a shot from Rain. He's found his frag, he's found another. Donk. The one to secure it. Incredibly potent round there, but not enough from the investment of FaZe.
Hey, good for him to break that spell, though, Rain. We know he's had woes with the mouse within that first half of Mirage. That's going to stick in anybody's head. Second half of Mirage, unable to get anything done whatsoever. Just one round away from taking it to overtime, and Shiro shattered those dreams with a scout shot heard around the Spodek. Zontix, the unsung hero, doesn't care if anybody's speaking his name or just there. Two very important kills on the rotation in and FaZe. Want to stay aggressive. Investment yet again. AKs, pistols invested around, knowing it came down to a one-on-one situation. They can keep that pressure on the CT side economy. But how long can you keep this up before you say enough is enough? You will need to find this breakthrough, or it will be breaking point.
Yeah, wow, you live by the sword, you die by it.
I think they lose this. Then they do take a save. Well, that's assuming they don't get the plant. Rotation coming back silently by Chopper now, so there will be more help towards A. Shiro, Donk, and Chopper. Now Don, the upper side of things.
Jump spotting, looking for answers and headshots. It looks so easy for Donk. A double, dilapidated FaZe. Oh, one back from Frozen. He's only one standing with just 2 HP. Chopper's double from the FAMAS, thriving in the chaos. And this investment from FaZe. They were gunning for a round, now they're gunning for something. With 30 seconds left, survival from Frozen might be integral. What can you do?
Now backing off for the save, this is a miserable start to the half. Absolutely miserable. No plans in the first 3 rounds of play. Sure, the second was close. It came down to a one-on-one. And this has almost been the story. Oh, Frozen, are you really going to give this a go? You can't brave that. Extinguisher's there. He's through and he's dead. So just wanting to make sure he gets that lost bonus. And AK will be picked up for his troubles. Zontics will like that. But think about the type of rounds that FaZe have won throughout this game. Clutches, lower buys, labored back and forth trades. Spirit have clearly been the better team, and that shows. And they've been the better team all event long. This is the coming out party for Donk and Co. Spirit, we've had different moments of excitement for them over the years, different iterations of rosters, but now they've dipped down to the academy and they found an absolute gem. Unprecedented scenes as again FaZe. They will invest, not fully. Lost bonus maxed out going into the next. This one has to be close. They need a couple of kills. You need a plant. You need something. Well, this is going to fizzle.
Karrigan audible. Up con. Swings out. Magic's looking for blood. It will go one and done. Nades, though, look at this. They're so ready. This barrage of utility. Kept at bay by the incendiary. More HEs, their efficiency, their team play. This is not just a solo performance. A cohesive unit, our team Spirit.
And there's a hush falling over the arena. I think right now it's a little bit sobering. This isn't back and forth. There's nothing on the board. There's nothing to pose. Karrigan looking desperate.
And Donk looking bored. It's too easy for him. A double again. Shiro puts the cherry on top. And a 4-0 start. This defense has got it locked down.
Finally, we'll see the full guns come out, but it always feels like Team Spirit are one step ahead. They take that space, the flash comes in, Magic setting the tone with the initial exchange, the util stalling them out even further. They regroup, they find a gap or what they think it's a trap. In the den of the dragon, no AWP available for Brokey, but Shiro, we can't say the same. Didn't like the mood in Cloud9. Well, I think he likes to smell a Team Spirit.
Yeah. It's the end of Robs this round. Zontix wins him out on the smoke spams.
So risky with the smoke spams with the change of the smoke. It already was before.
You want to talk about risk, you can see Zontix was considering it, but doesn't push the issue.
And he is playing like somebody who is unfazed. Sure, he hasn't had the hugest of performances. We can turn towards the likes of Donk for that. Shiro, his right-hand man. But Zontix has had some important rounds with multi-kills. That lurk smoke does nothing. There's 2 players ahead of it. They've got Chopper to worry about long, still 2 players towards B. And FaZe. This isn't the type of map you can set the tone in the same way as an Ancient or an Anubis. This is your choice.
T-side overpass already starting to become a waking nightmare for FaZe Clan. Flashes are good, unloading their magazines. Frozen and Karrigan, they're combining well. How is he still alive? Frozen, nade on his head, finishes it, now dead. It's 5 for Spirit. Another close one from FaZe. These narrow rounds, but Spirit prevailed time after time and timeout needed.
They're in a pretty large hole right now, but this is T-side overpass. So if we're gonna set some real barriers, 3 feels like a minimum for FaZe. And that's touch and go. That's gonna be difficult, especially if the pistol round of the second half goes against them, but so far this is hollow. Defeat, currently, is the look in the eyes that I'm seeing of Karrigan. They're going to need to dig really deep to be able to pull this one off, and this was the final boss. This is the big stage team. This is the team that's meant to flourish under the lights. Well, right now, they're shying away from the moment, and Team Spirit running towards that magic number of 13. FaZe again can have something that is a threat, but that's by virtue of losing.
Bittersweet.
And this is where you'd hope that one of their individuals could pull off some crazy play. You've got 1 kill for Robs, 1 for Karrigan, 1 for Brokey, 5 for Frozen Shore, 3 for Rain. I feel like that MVP is already locked up for Donk. continuing that form. Questioned at every turn. The goalpost kept moving.
And he kept performing.
And he hasn't stopped, of course. He's the first one to say this is a team game. And the way that he functions in the team is a thing of beauty. Right now, the sharpest tool in Spirit Shed and the sharpest tool in all of Counter-Strike. Just at 17 years of age, we've never seen anything like him before. Oh,
the shadow betrays Carrigan. The AWP dispatches of him, and look at Donk do it! That's disgusting! Revolting from Donk!
Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. Donk is the truth, Alex. This kid is the real deal.
How does he keep doing it? How? This is unprecedented, eclipsing all who came before him on the grand final stage. To the world of Counter-Strike, he is the meteor overhead. The confines of what's possible being brought into question every round this kid plays.
Hey, Alex, Spirit started this tournament with a 13-0.
No. There's no way FaZe Clan can suffer the beating that befalled Apex.
Well, who's going to be their inspiration? Who's going to be the fire starter? Because the way that Carrigan's looking at the moment, I'm not sure how they get back into things. Rops did his absolute darndest on map number 1. It was clutch heavy, very impactful on Nuke. It wasn't enough. Mirage, they gave it a go, a red hot crack. Rain keeping Donk under his thumb in that first half of play, but in the second, couldn't muster a peep. There he is, Rops through the smoke. That's an opener, that's something to work with. Donk immediately won back.
Down goes Rain. Re-smoke from Zontix, maintains. Incendiary delays. Smoke heaven. Might be the flash here, setting Carrigan up, but is it for success or is it failure? Zontix defends his sight admirably. Donk rotates back in, caught out by Frozen. The timing surely favors FaZe. Can they get past Donk? Brokey thinks so. The bomb going down for FaZe. It feels like the first time a post plant erected.
It is the first time.
Will they convert? Chopper maneuvering into the fight. Setup established. Frozen has to hit this first shot. And it's Rops, doubles up. After finding the opening, he's found the closing spray as well. Shiro now holding on to his AWP. Will take out the hunt of Frozen. Brokey retreats to maintain his. And Shiro calculated in his, AWP gone missing.
He's lost it. Well, that's the first round for FaZe. Not as labored, but you could definitely thank Rops for that. Was just talking about his heroics on Nuke. They get the first on the board. Brokey's AWP in the mix. More than enough money to issue another buy on the Spirit side of the server, but already starting to rifle through that cash.
I mean, that's the first step. Many more required to believe that FaZe Clan are here to fight tooth and nail through the series.
Well, as you can see, Alex, I used the caster curse to get them around on the board. You start talking about that 13-0 and poof, there you have it.
Magic.
A round immediately posted as FaZe would love to turn it to 2 in a row. They could break Spirit, get that magic number of 3, that bare minimum on this T side as Donk throws aggression into the mix.
Fires off some warning shots that may slow the crawl of FaZe Clan. And again, this battle obscured by the smoke consistently between Robs, Zontix. No openings here. Rain pushing forward, surges into the fountain position, investigates towards balloons. It's Shiro forward on long. It's Donk behind that toilet smoke. forward crawl. Connector is theirs. Flying the FaZe flag.
It's forced the rotation. Chopper had to worry about long for a moment, getting a move on back towards B. It was just a monster redeploy of the smoke, so that might have to change plans for FaZe as Rain lobs one out to at least show there's an indication there may be pressure. Chopper on the jump, mouth moving, Carrigan on the creep.
Do they have a good read of this? Pieces in the right place, 3 smoke monster. Oh, and Shiro catches Frozen's excursion. It has to be Carrigan. He does strike. Just the once. Solid hold so far from the CTs as Magix and Donk have taken the necessary steps to defend this site. With only 30 seconds, it's up to Brokey and Robs. And Zontic's the first and only victim of Robs. 20 seconds for the AWPer to make magic happen. He's feeling helpless now, and Shiro sends him to the Shadow Realm, a 7th for Spirit.
Perfect deployment of utility on all fronts right there. Monster, I think we had at least 3 smokes, maybe 4. You then found yourself with the molly towards short. Gave questions for Carrigan, well, I have to go, but segregated from his team. And while that was happening, everybody else was getting picked apart. He pushes in, Magix was caught back turn, still gets the kill. Donk at range onto Rain, who is going to be that pivot point. Brokey taking shots at nothing, and then Shiro will take him for free. So they win a round.
They're in full control, Chads. Team Spirit. Their defense just seems too strong, too much for FaZe Clan to find another round. The bare minimum you set was 3, and yeah, not looking too great for a second here.
Well, look, they could go into the second half 11-1 down and then pull us all the way back, but it's a very unlikely set of circumstances to unfold.
Missed it. But all the same, the progression is taken. Map control.
You can see FaZe. They're the ones who are frazzled. They're the ones who are coming apart at the seams. Carrigan, Rops, Brokey, just 2 years ago, 2022, lifted the trophy. A barn burner of a match, taking on G2. Well, that was a quarter-final game. They walked all over them. Mouse, who? And now they find themselves against Spirit, the only team they've lost to throughout their run at Katowice. Giving them troubles again.
Testing Donk and punished for it. A double from Donk and the round just falls into place. Immaculate from Team Spirit. The truth, 15-4.
Yeah, I think that sign is very apt. Is there anybody stronger? I really didn't think we'd get the Donk show, right? Like, I know seeing is believing, and there's been no reason not to believe. But the fact that he has been so absurdly consistent, and I'm just not meaning consistent of, yeah, you know, he's doing his job. He is playing Counter-Strike that is out of this world. We've never seen anything quite like it. The desk is flabbergasted. The internet can't stop talking about him. Hallie now believes in God.
Yeah, it's a revelation. It is a revelation. And you've seen the photos. Donk winning his LAN event at 12 years old, surrounded by his elders. And now a few years on, he finds himself in the grand finals of the Intel Extreme Masters, making mincemeat of the experienced FaZe Clan. This is a story we'll be telling for many years.
And when you look back over the 2 maps, sure, the scoreline might be close, but we return to the type of rounds that FaZe have been able to win. It's difficult, it's labored. This isn't easy.
Three, 1-1.
Spoto's getting awfully quiet.
Fan favorites FaZe with 1 round to boast on this T side. Their map pick in this 3rd slot of our grand final.
Yeah, thinking this is a weakness. The desk outlined Anubis and Overpass. Well, FaZe are the ones who chose to take it here. They had control of the first pick and the 3rd. That's 2 out of the first 3. You think it's a great chance to be able to set the tempo. Pick nuke, no avail, going to Mirage. Now it's 13 on the trot for Team Spirit. And Overpass, this is looking worse.
Shiro spots out Rain towards Con, re-smoke Monster. Bomb on the back of Brokey, maneuvering towards the second letter of the alphabet. Still utility to spare. The timing of that one, impeccable. And now it's up to Magix, goes wide. Chips away at Carrigan. Look at the molly, it's down perfectly. Rain will find it through the flames.
20 seconds.
This gets awkward.
Rotation's here.
Chopper's ready to unload his magazine. It's Magix in combination. Carrigan down next. It's too good from Donk, a double. And with 10 seconds left, what can Rops do? There's nothing for him here. He needs the instant headshot, a miss shot on the AWP, but Magix is just playing with him. Laughing at him. They're playing perfect Counter-Strike. Every move FaZe are making a step ahead of Team Spirit.
1 round out of 10 played, the bomb has gone down. 1 round. They are unable to penetrate these bomb sites. Overpass is closed for business, and the trophy is oh so close. Chopper, a journeyman, someone who has been through the ringer of Counter-Strike and then some.
Your occasional upset here, your deeper run there.
Oh, you run up banana with Mac 10s, that's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, your Spirit team's hyped out of a player break, great. Fall flat. Now, you've got FaZe Clan on the ropes. You've got Shiro by your side, an individual who was on one of the most hyped rosters in recent history. Cloud9 came together. Players from Na'Vi and Cloud9 combined for what we thought was going to actually be the juggernaut. Well, Shiro, he didn't like how that team felt.
Pulled the ripcord on that one.
And now he finds himself on Team Spirit. Poor Art Frost had to be sacrificed, but if this is what we're going to get.
What have you got for us, FaZe? You've tried everything, every trick in the book. Is pace the answer? Is pace the remedy? Zontix, 20 bullets down, not a frag to be found. Into the side with the Tech 9-1. Big one back from Frozen. Chopper sat on his ass, jumping through the smoke. Magix can't swivel around in time, but Donk's still alive. Hold on. It's only Carrigan. Can he inject hope?
They're pushing it.
They're ahead of it. Carrigan slips past the smoke. Well ahead of it. Nice shot. Doesn't find Donk. No, he does not. A triple from Donk. 20 kills, 5 deaths. This 17-year-old wunderkind is the truth.
It's actually impossible to put it into words, isn't it? Astonishing scene.
They're just always there.
Astonishing scene.
Every site, doesn't matter if it's late or early, you just run in and it feels like there's just this endless supply of CTs.
Oh, this is FaZe's chance to maybe post 2.
The final round of this half. And 2 is the most they can achieve.
We're just going to sit back and enjoy what Spirit are doing. We compared the experience. We've got household names. Going up against, well, who? I don't think that can be the question anymore. Team Spirit, this roster, these players, these individuals, they are functioning at the highest of levels.
Carrigan considered a king in Katowice. This isn't his second, this isn't his third. His 4th Katowice final. And he's getting cut down, opening death.
The way that Carrigan's approaching these rounds on the T side is desperate. His players aren't there for him. He's trying to make plays every single time.
Trying to be the hero. This time it's Zontix fully flashed off. Robs has found a way in.
Magix just needs to stay alive. The rotation's coming.
We know how they tend to feel. Frozen and Rob spotted out. Shiro already rotates through. Heaven now occupied as well. Chip damage from the nade. Robs will find a little bit of a jump from Chopper. It's Frozen that finishes. But now, just like that, Donk happens again! From the heavens, he rains down hellfire. The Dragon, 11. 2 away from the trophy in the center stage of the Spodek. We're back, but for how long? Is this a game or is this just a formality? The third map of this best-of-5 grand final, Spirit, just 2 rounds away from being crowned champions in Katowice. And up against a giant. The story of David versus Goliath, the story of a kid up against a titan. But with a well-placed stone, solid aim, he did bring him down. And down on their knees are FaZe Clan right now. Down on their luck.
There is an air of sheer astonishment in the Counter-Strike world right now of what we are witnessing. Sure, team game. We can say that sentiment until the cows come home, but Donk, the level of Counter-Strike that he has displayed at this event is unparalleled.
Unprecedented. Brokey keeps us in a 4v4 in this pistol that essentially secures the championship. On the ropes, Robs, empty-handed after his exchange. The Glock of Chopper puts him on his ass. Brokey knows he has to step up. Noise cut dead. Paranoia grows. Steps now for Brokey. Carrigan readies his aim. 1 is great. 2 is more than enough. As it's only Zontix now. Could he silence the crowd? Oh, no! Zontix! It's 1 more click away. Brokey starts the mind game machine. As Zontix perpetually in the shadow of his teammate. He doesn't care. It's the accolades. It's the silverware. That's what he wants. And the bomb, you can see it right in front of him. He will only have 1 option. 15 and counting. Brokey making an ambitious maneuver. Zontix has not considered it a fake plant. Brokey has to surely have this one now. Brokey, he's done it for FaZe! A quad kill of his own to give them just something to stand on into the second half.
The around-the-world maneuver to pull that one off, but they're going to have to leave orbit right now if they want to take down Spirit. They are soaring high, and even with this pistol round loss, sure, the opening kill's coming in favor of Spirit, but the back and forth flurry from FaZe, and then to win that one out, Zontix, not much damage. Not bad from Frozen. Team Spirit, they know how close they are. They're not going to force the issue. They'll take a full eco. Almost of the cleanest varieties. It's just Zontix with an investment.
Which he earned, most definitely, in that last one, unable to close.
If we got that bomb down, could have been the difference between a force buy or not.
That's true too.
But when you have so much runway, when the task ahead of FaZe feels like an impossibility.
Long range on the MP9. Ray, he welcomes the engagement. In combination with Robs, they mow them down. One back from that dig, that's all they have, but FaZe will convert.
Again, I want to return to that first half and maybe even a lot of the T rounds that FaZe have played. Karrigan's had to make these more desperate maneuvers on his own to try and find the space because his team just haven't been able to contribute. There's nothing that he can count on. Doesn't feel like there's anything he's been able to call. There's a surge from the crowd. Might be quickly silenced. The guns come out. If FaZe can't have a spotless CT side.
Yeah, they have to match what Spirit's been putting down. And Frozen throws caution to the wind with an aggressive maneuver. Oh! How has he pulled that one off? Again, it's Donk striking through the smoke. Frozen can't quite believe it. I'm flabbergasted. He's done that to Brokey on Nuke. He's done it to Frozen here. An aggressive opening gambit from Frozen. And Donk just makes it look too easy. Unbelievable. The mind boggles. And the Spodek silenced by a 17-year-old.
I've got nothing to add. I just can't believe what we're watching. Not only are they playing against FaZe, they're playing against a packed-out arena.
Yeah, and
who definitely don't want them to win.
And it definitely hasn't phased them.
Well, they've been able to thread the needle. Brokey saw absolutely nothing when he poked up his nose. Hey, Robs, they're coming.
Robs' nose pressed to the screen. Controls his spray for only the one. It's Donk again. And now, with Zontix frag onto Brokey, it's just Karrigan and Rain. The old guard in a 2 versus 4, 2 on 4. There's no way in. Kit's present, sure. Shiro, though, here to lock the door. Karrigan, he's got more. Own Donk with a triple kill to put Spirit on championship point. Denied. Karrigan, what have you got? He's got a bullet between the eyes from Chopper. 9 championship points for Team Spirit to do this cleanly. A 3-0.
Check this one out again. Yeah, and all you can do is laugh, honestly. That's all you can do. What a run this has been. 13-0 to start the tournament against Apex, 2-0 against the Mongols, 2-1 against Na'Vi, 2-0 against Complexity, 2-0 against FaZe, 2-0 against Falcons.
That reads absurdly.
Only dropped one map, and that was to Na'Vi on Anubis.
Here we are. We're at the end of this story. The conclusion to that laundry list of scalps. The Grim Reaper knocking on the doors one by one, and FaZe, the last to fall.
Alex, Donk has 26 kills in 16 rounds.
And he may not be done just yet. FaZe most definitely are, with just Robs and Brokey on either side of the map. Hope dies last. But what is hope? Delusion in the face of Team Spirit. Magix puts it together.
This one's done. This one's been done. What a commanding performance from Team Spirit, Robs. You've got nothing to do. Lay down arms.
He'll go down swinging. But we all know what this means. Team Spirit have done it in 3, and a wave of emotions will flood all 6 on the stage.
What a commanding performance from Team Spirit as Carrigan looks absolutely heartbroken. There was nothing that FaZe could do to stop this beast, the monster that has been unleashed. Donk be thy name, a star is born.
Shiro, head in his hands as he realizes what this means. Team Spirit take to Katowice with one goal and objective, doubted every step of the way. These are your champions. No one does it quite like Team Spirit. Katowice, your champions! The future of Counter-Strike! Team Spirit! And an MVP performance unlike anything we have ever seen before. We talk about Counter-Strike's history, decades of history, and this has never been seen before.
Donk has redefined the definition of prodigy in Counter-Strike, and he has done so alongside of a very capable team.
Claiming the Katowice title, a dream for many, a reality for Team Spirit.
Oh, they are hoisting it, of course, but Donk, I have to go to you first. Can you step a little bit to this side? With an unbelievable performance the entire tournament, what does it mean to you to win the Intel X3 Masters Katowice?
I don't know what to say.
How happy are you?
I'm happy, very happy, very happy. I don't know.
They're all cheering for you, and I know that you always say it is about the team. So would you like to say anything about your whole team's performance this tournament?
I don't know, they're the best players, I don't know. I love them so much.
And maybe for a final question, you outfragged everyone here. You had the single best debut of anyone ever in Katowice. Why are you just so much better than everyone else?
I don't know.
A humble king, of course. Chopper, if I may, I'll come over to you. If I don't slide. Chopper, it's been so long since the Vega Squadron days. You've always committed yourself to helping these young players, but this is your moment as much as it is theirs. What does it mean to you to lift the trophy here in Katowice?
Это значит много для меня, что организация и все вместе построили такую великолепную команду. Спасибо им и спасибо всем моим тиммейтам за эту победу. It means a lot. So, guys, hate if you want, but Chopper got it.
Magus, this seems like the beginning of a very, very bright future. Can you tell me, when you think about this moment and how you all played as a team, how many more of these performances can we expect from Team Spirit?
Get dunked.
All right. Well, Spodek, one more time for your Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2024 champions, Team Spirit!
Wow. And you know, with a wow comes a way, and for the way for Team Spirit, it is today. I can guarantee you that these Intel Extreme Masters champions, I don't even know if they would have saw this coming when they came here, but if you listen to Donk, he might tell you just that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to forget this event and this day. I think we were all here to witness history, to witness the arrival of Donk on the big stage. So many questions that we've had, so many, boxes that we were waiting for him to tick. And boy, did he tick them. There's no doubt left about this kid's skill.
I can barely believe my own eyes. I was going to the point where I was questioning my own reality. Am I actually watching what I am watching? Is the game really that easy? Is one man capable of dominating the game to that extent immediately from the get-go? And what this young kid has been able to achieve here in Katowice is historical. There's never been a rookie that has taken the world of Counter-Strike by storm the way he's done it. And I, for one, am honored and glad that we've witnessed it live here in Spodek.
Yeah, Donk definitely, the question marks, I think, are just beginning, right? Because A, how do you keep up this performance going further if you're Team Spirit and you're Donk? But B, how do you top this?
I think, Trace, the best performance we've had in history of Counter-Strike was Nico at ESL1 New York 2017, right? But that was only on 7 maps.
Yes.
That was 1.70 rating for that tournament. Donk just matched that. After this grand final, he was 1.63 coming into the final. After it, 1.70 over, I think, 12 maps, more best of threes, more tier 1 opponents. Even though they're equal in rating, I think it's pretty clear who has the best performance. A rookie, a guy who just turned 17 years old, is the best player to ever do it at a tournament. That's crazy.
And in a completely different style as well. Like his spray control is just out of this world. The swings, the movement, the aggression. I'm all for it. Just give me more.
It's at some point you're like, man, there's no way, right? But then it's actually happened. It's already in the kill feed. Whether I want to believe it or digest it or process it or not, it has definitely already happened. Speaking of which, Spirit are your champions, so let's head on down the stage and let's put some medals on their necks.
As we see the medal ceremony, of course, FaZe receiving their medals after a valiant effort and a great performance throughout the tournament. Unfortunately, not enough in the final. They are given their medals by the Senior Product Manager of CS at IEM, Michael Parsons. And the entire arena was cheering FaZe Clan. But unfortunately, the end of the road for them today in Katowice.
And for FaZe Clan, not the performance, or better yet, the expectation of what we had when we walked in here today. We thought this might be much closer at the very last map, at the very minimum, but no. For FaZe, it's back to the drawing board, and also kind of ruining that whole idea that they go to every final now and win.
I mean, they still made it to the final. We're not going to take that away from them. But then the issue, I believe this second map is where we're going to have a couple of conversations. There was space for FaZe here to react, put us on 1-1, and maybe, just maybe, make these monster kids just relax and doubt for a little bit. But the problem is they missed that opportunity. We see on the eyes of this man, Kerrigan, so much he's achieved, but today wasn't meant to be. They were outmatched, and we're not going to try and finagle our way into excuses. The difference level was here, and we have to accept it.
And not for the lack of trying. I mean, they did pretty much throw the kitchen sink at Spirit, but nothing managed to work. They were just so much on point today. And yeah, Kerrigan, one of his favorite arenas to play in. This was his 4th Katowice Grand Final. And he's saying time and time again, you never know if you're going to be back the next year. You can't take it for granted. And this time, it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it is a rough go at it for FaZe here right now. But you look at what they brought in the server up to this point, and regardless of this final, give me some positives.
I mean, listen, the level they've showed is amazing anyway, disregarding what happened in this grand final and the result. And in any tournament they participate in, when it comes to CS2 now, there will be a name that we expect at the very, very top. I mean, the integration of Frozen has been great. This grand final maybe a little bit more timid, but overall a good performance from them. And with the major around the corner, we know that FaZe is going to be a client. This grand final does not change that.
It doesn't at all. Yanko, tell me this isn't a flash in the pan for Spirit.
Oh, please, no.
I can't see how it is. The eye test doesn't lie. They're playing super solid Counter-Strike as a team. The individuals are stepping up. Donk is pulling off stuff that we've never seen before. Like the level of consistency, it's just insane for a rifler. We don't really see that nowadays. And this team has just been together for 2 months. It's been less than 2 months in Shiro Jones, so they can still get much, much better.
They can, and the room to grow is definitely there for us. I do think it's time that we figure out some more about our DHL MVP.
Katowice, breaking records and pulling off an incredible performance. He has done what no rookie player has done before and becomes the youngest player to lift the trophy as well as pick up the DHL MVP. Please, make some noise for Donk! Donk, you said to me before the game started you cared about the trophy, but now you stand here with a record-breaking performance. What does it mean to you?
It means a lot for me, for sure. But our win as a team, like, mean for me, but more than it.
The team performance is important, but right now, you said on the desk yesterday, you don't feel like the best player. You just broke records. You look like the best player. Do you think now, CS2, this is going to be the era of Donk? You can be the best player?
Yeah, no, we will see you later.
We don't know, we will see. But this man stands here tall, strong, and dominant. One last time, Katowice, make some noise for your DHL MVP, Donk!
Donk this, donk that. They're going to be saying donk everything here for a little while. I'm pretty sure of that, Maniac. At the very